Hello everyone. I'm playing the Tekken 8 demo today, and I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it and everything. Obviously, it's just a demo, so the whole game isn't out yet, but it's much like with Street Fighter 6, which was a game that I was pretty hyped for before playing it, but I really wanted to get my hands on it before I really gave my thoughts and before I got properly hyped, and then I got really hyped when I played the demo. This is kind of the same way. I didn't really know what to think of this game until I got it, somewhat in my hands to see how it felt, how it played, all that stuff. And I gotta say, I am enjoying it a lot. I've been using mostly Kazuya because he's, pretty easy to use. And I've used him quite a bit in past games and stuff. I also played a little bit of Jin. So I've been using those two mostly. And right here you can see that I just initiated the heat system, which is a new mechanic, and it's tied to certain moves that you can do. And it's funny because Tekken has never really had special moves like Hadoukens, Shoryukens, and all that stuff, but now they kind of do, because certain moves trigger this heat mode, I guess you could call it, and that changes your moves, makes them a lot more flashier. It allows you to use these special, almost like, I don't want to say like super arts, but they're kind of like that you can only use while in this form. And yeah, like that. And so it's kind of like it's special moves and stuff like that. So that's the new thing, and it's really interesting because now you actually have to kind of learn what moves can do that, because you don't want to just throw them out and waste your special meter, basically. Also, this game seems to really be about aggression. I couldn't help but notice that one of the, I don't know his name, but someone who was I think he was the director of Dead or Alive 5 and 6 is the assistant producer or director in this or something like that. Basically, he's working on this, and I can definitely tell there's a lot of DNA of Dead or Alive in this, as someone who's played a ton of Dead or Alive 5 and a decent amount of 6. I can definitely say, yeah, there's a lot of that stuff in there, and it's very flashy, and I actually really like it. That's not to say anything was wrong with Tekken 7. I thought Tekken 7's gameplay was phenomenal. And it's going to take me a while to figure out whether or not I like this one better or not as much, especially when I get the entire roster in my hands and I get my mains back in there. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. It's very flashy. It's very fun. I like the aggression that you got to do, because also when you're in that heat mode, your moves actually do chip damage too. So, it can be something to press your advantage or be a bit of a comeback mechanic, depending on how you want to use it, which is why I said you can't just throw it out like I always like to do here. Yeah, so it's just really fun. And speaking of flashy, I played the story mode. They only give you one chapter, and it's basically one fight, which is Jin versus Kazuya, but it's so freaking crazy. I don't expect the entire story mode to be that way, but, probably only going to be a few, but I think it's going to be really entertaining at the very least. I've never really liked story modes in fighting games. I feel like they're a bit of a waste, of development time, considering how most of the stories are just pretty bad. But if you have to have one, either make it incredibly entertaining to do, because usually they're only good at least once anyway. So at least make them very entertaining, which I think this one may be. Or make it like Street Fighter 6, where it's like a whole mode, with a bunch of single-player content that you can do, which this is not what Tekken 8 is going for. So it's just going for the whole, we're going to be extremely crazy, off-the-wall, entertaining. It went hard right off the bat. I hope it wasn't one of those cases where they blow their load a bit too early. But I guess we'll see. As far as modes, you actually, obviously, only a few modes are available in the demo, but you can pretty much see the entire main menu, so you can have a good idea of what modes they're going to be. I'm a little disappointed in some of the offerings. I can see Arcade Quest being really fun. I can see myself spending a lot of time in that mode. And in fact, in the demo, while you can't play a huge amount of the roster, you can only play 4 characters. You can fight against other characters, so bit of a tease. And you can't even customize your character in that mode, which is a bit of a missed opportunity. I mean, Street Fighter 6 let you create your own character. In fact, let's go to Arcade Quest. But yeah, you're stuck with whatever preset they gave you, and you can't customize it, so you'll even get a sneak peek at what the customization is, just this dude. So yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity there, but whatever. It allows you to at least play against other people in this arcade, which is pretty cool. And it's a fun mode where you get to level up and everything. But there doesn't seem to be any team battle or survival on the main menu that I saw, which is kind of a shame. There's also this ghost battle, which in my experience, all it did was get knocked down and never got back up, unless I stood around for a few seconds, then it got back up. I don't know what that mode's supposed to be. I'm sure it'll be better in the main game, but for me, it just kind of stood around and did nothing. But whatever, I'm sure. It's supposed to be recording your moves and like data and stuff, but no matter how many times I fought it, it just wouldn't do anything. So I don't know, maybe I'm missing something there. So I think the main thing I'm going to be doing, much like in Tekken 7, which was the ghost battle kind of thing, here it's probably going to be the arcade quest, and I'm going to be spending a lot of my time. But there's an arcade mode, and it's 8 fights, not just 5 like the last time, so they improved that a little bit, at least. And aside from that, doesn't seem like there's much else here. There's going to be online and everything, and of course the story, but that's it. There's no there's Tekken Ball too. Tekken Ball's in the main menu, but still no Tekken Force. I don't know. I think the decision for the modes are a bit questionable. I still don't know why they took out Survival. Like, I really liked Survival, but we haven't seen that since Tekken Tag 2, I believe. That's a bit of a shame. I would say hopefully they add in later, but they didn't really add anything later to Tekken 7 besides Tekken Bowl, which wasn't even a fighting game mode. So I know, it just seems weird that they put all these modes in that aren't even fighting game modes, you know? Like, where's Time Attack? Where's Survival? Where's Team Battle? Who knows, maybe it will be patched in eventually, but I don't know. But, at least the gameplay is really good. Like I said, I can't wait to try a whole bunch of characters, the new characters, the old characters, all that good stuff. I can't wait to see what different things I can dress my little avatar in and all that stuff in this little mode here. Again, it's no Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode, but it'll suffice. Also, apparently, Arcade Quest has a little bit of a storyline where basically you're just trying to be the best and beat this guy who thinks he's Kazuya, basically, and he's, you gotta knock him down a peg or two. So, nothing special, but it's fine. It's gonna be fun, I'm sure. So overall, I do think that this game is going to be really fun. If mostly just for the gameplay and the huge roster, Every time I pick up a Tekken game, it feels like I have to relearn everything, but this one especially, because they always added new mechanics, and they've added so much into this game. Just simply introducing this heat system and everything just totally changed the way you play as opposed to old Tekken games. But I like it. I actually really like it so far. We'll see if I like playing the old characters I used to, but Kazuya at least has been really fun for me. I'm surprised they don't have a training mode or anything. That would have been nice. But whatever. So, what do you guys think of the demo? Are you excited for the game? Let me know what you think about the demo and Tekken 8 in general, and I'll see you next time.